And this tells you right here the formula for Fm equals I times N. Okay, gives you your ampere turns. All right, so current times number of turns equals your magnetomotive force. Here is your current in amps, your turns on your toroid, your ampere turns. Then as we go back up to the dashboard again, and you say, okay, here's the B field of my resonator. Again, thinking the B field of a toroid. Now we're talking about the B field of the resonator. This is the magnetic flux density going in the amperium loop. And this is your B field. So we look at that. Magnetic flux density right here. When you click on it. Now here I have two formulas. I've got B equals mu times H, and then B equals mu naught N times I divided by 2 pi R. Okay, R is your radius. And then I've got it calculated out here, and here's your answer right here. Now yours, I've locked these so that you don't accidentally mess them up. Okay, so you don't mess up your calculator. So anyway, if for some reason you ever find a error in this, please let me know. Neither myself nor Professor Jackson are infallible. And but I did do my best to check and double check and have my friend Professor David check through it as well. So I'm pretty confident on it. I want to talk to you about what else? Oh, so okay, inductance factor. This factor is figured off of your readings in microhenry. So it's really important that you go ahead and put everything into the green box. First, have it calculated. Now, what's this going to do for the experimenter? I'll tell you what it's going to do for me. And that is this. I'm going to put in my information right here, my wire diameter. I'll have all this information. I can then go ahead and actually either save the file with a resonator name and have it and open up a new one. Or what I can do is I can simply take a picture of the dashboard that gives me all the information, especially with my iPad. Or with this, I just hit print screen and go ahead and save it as a JPEG, and I'm good to go. And off to the next resonator. So this keeps me from having to sit there, and even though this took an enormous amount of hours and time to work through, I think it'll save me time in the long run once I start slashing through all these resonators, wire diameter sizes, everything else. Hopefully, I'll start to see some trends. I'll start to say, okay, wire diameter size of X is going to work better than wire diameter size of Y. X number of turns in combination. You see what I'm saying? I'll begin to see and have a feel for what's going on mathematically. That's one of the reasons I think that I love math so much myself, even though I'm not very good at it, is simply because it's not opinionated. It either is or it isn't. It's either right or it's wrong. It's black or it's white. And I just enjoy that very much about it. So this gives me some dead-on, straight information that I'll be able to look at as I begin to do some serious experimentation as soon as I get my little safety issues here wired in, my heat sensors and my current overcurrent over voltage. Then I'll feel safe about doing these, especially as close as I feel we are with this ferromagnetic wire. I'm not taking any chances on exploding either my house or my family or myself. As much as I love you guys, I want to take my time on the safety, make sure I get it right, and then we'll be ready to rock and roll. Then I'll be ready to move at like lightning pace going through these. So anyway, there's a lot of interesting things in here that I want to talk about. One of them is current density, and I'm going to talk about that in a separate video just related to current density. It's absolutely fascinating. Ampere turns, of course. Your current times number of turns tells you the current in the toroid or in our amperium loop that we've got going on with the resonator. So a lot of really fascinating things. I think the most fascinating things that came out of doing the math on all of this for me was having a true understanding of the imperium loop, or a better understanding of it, having a much better understanding of permeability of mu is equal to mu aught times mu r. What mu r, of course, is regular permeability. Mu aught is the permeability of free space or of vacuum, and mu is simply mu aught times mu r. It's total mu. So anyway, I understand that a lot better. That helps me in, I think, understanding if permeability plays a factor or not. I think it'll play a factor in the initial onset of catalyst in the resonator, but after that I don't think so, because the wire heats up. As your wire heats up, your permeability actually goes down. So, and as the wire heats up, the TPU begins to feed itself. I think the TPU, like I've been saying, is going to be simply a matter of current density, which I'm going to explain in the next video, as well as a matter of skin depth, which the calculation is not on here. You'll need to use a skin depth calculator, separate one for that, but a matter of skin depth, matter of wire density, both of which is directly related to your wire diameter, the number of turns on a control coil, and then making sure we have catalysts throughout and we have the right 3 frequencies that are unmoving and unchanging with our triangle waves. So anyway, I'm very excited. I hope you enjoy this for experimenting, and I thank you very much. Any questions that you have, feel free to put them on the board about the calculator, or feel free to PM me, or last resort email. PM works really well. So anyway, I appreciate it very much. I appreciate you guys and your support, and I look forward to hearing some feedback on this calculator. Thank you very much. Talk to you soon. Bye.